¿Qué hay? Estamos de vuelta reaccionando a otro video, esta vez la comida más grande del mundo, hecha así por un ser humano. Y nada, vamos a ver qué hay.
Today we're looking at the biggest
creo que
foods
es un
ever
top 10.
created.
Lo que vi fue los primeros 20 segundos y vi eso. Una pizza
Pizza
gigante.
is one of the world's most popular dishes. As a result, people around
puede
the
ser
world
una de
have
mis
made
comidas
truly
favoritas,
enormous
pero no
pizzas.
es
There are
la
several
favorita.
records to acknowledge. On December 13th, 2012, Develio
Eso está
Nardi,
exagerado.
Andrea Minacci, Marco Nardi, Matteo Nardi, and Matteo Giannati got together to prepare a pizza with a total surface area of
¿Cómo-
13,580 square feet,
¿Cómo tú
or
cocinas
1,261 square meters. This was officially the world's largest pizza by surface area. The pizza
Nah.
was specifically made 100% gluten-free as a way of spreading the
Pues yo
importance of
imagino que
making
cuando hay
health-conscious dietary
cosas así
choices.
de grandes,
On May 19th, 2016, the world record for the longest pizza was broken
Cuando
in
estamos
Naples,
hablando de
Italy,
comida,
with a pizza that stretched
no va a ser la
1.8
mejor
kilometers
comida.
long.
Es
A team of
impresionante
250
visualmente.
pizza makers used
Pero-
5 motorized wood-burning stoves
ahí por lo
on
menos sé
wheels
cómo la
which had been
cocinaron.
custom
La otra
made,
no-
so the enormous pizza could be easily rolled through
No,
and
no
cooked.
entiendo si la otra
While
la
the other
cocinaron
pizzas
o como
derive their
hicieron.
bragging rights from their
tal vez
size,
cogieron un
this
pedazo y
pizza
lo
has
metieron
density on its side.
en unos
The record
pequeños
for the
aparte.
heaviest pizza ever made is held by Norwood Hypermarket in Norwood, South Africa. It weighed 26,883 pounds
Parece que
and was
tiene un-
122 feet 8 inches in
Yo
diameter.
no sé cómo explicarlo, pero la calentaron usaron literalmente una grúa.
A 1,794-pound
Esto es lo que yo
cheeseburger
esperaba.
is officially the world's largest commercially sold burger.
La cosa es que como tú
Mally's
cocinas
Sports Grill
eso
and Bar
bien
in
por
Detroit
dentro.
took 4 years to
Yo
plan
pensaría
how to
que
cook and execute the beefy
A veces
monstrosity.
uno hace hamburger
And
y
it's
quedan
actually
medio
on the
crudos
menu.
por dentro.
The
Imagínate
restaurant's owner, Stephen
un
Malley,
hamburger así de
started out
grande.
comparatively small, first
Para
selling
que
a
se
10
cocine más o menos lo del
By
medio.
2008, he had developed a taste for
Y
competitive
a mí yo
burger
sé que
creation. That
hay
year,
mucha
the
gente que
Guinness
tiene
Book of
opinión
World
diferente.
Records handed his
Pero a mí me gustan los hamburgues
138-pounder
well
the
done.
title for the largest commercially sold burger. But after he
Lo
lost
sé,
the title to
pero-
a Japanese restaurant, Malley vowed to take back his crown as the literal Burger King. The burger started off as 2,000 pounds
Porque te digo,
of
todo lo
ground
demás,
beef,
el pan,
and then
yo lo
was cooked down
entiendo,
to a
todos los
lean
vegetales se tiran, pero la
1,774,
carne,
before
cocinar
having
las cosas
300
bien.
pounds of onions, pickles, lettuce, and cheese piled, then wedged in between a 250-pound bun. Malley had to custom
Y
make
después
an
para
oven
dividir
large
esto,
enough to handle the
como
hunk of
que
meat. So naturally, he
no va a ser
fashioned
muy
one out of a
lindo
shipping
cuando cortes un
container with the
pedazo,
dimensions to fit
o
the
si no va a ser un
5 foot by
pedazo
3 foot
exagerado.
Supreme slider.
Um,
To mark the 30th birthday of the chain's much-loved
Ay,
ice cream
pensaría que
cake,
esto está más
Dairy Queen
difícil,
Canada made
mantecado.
history with its gigantic
Porque se
10-ton
derrite.
ice cream cake, containing more than 20,000 pounds of ice cream, over 200
yo estoy
pounds of
diciendo esto,
sponge
pero
cake,
todo esto yo me lo
more than
comería, todo esto
300
se ve
pounds of
rico.
icing, and Oreo crumble, which sets the new world record for the largest ice cream cake. After the cake was completed and acknowledged by the Guinness Book of Records,
El mejor
pieces of it were
mantecado,
served to the crowd
así de
gathered in
bizcocho
Yonge and Douglas
mantecado,
Square,
de
with
Baskin
100%
Robbins.
of suggested donations going to Children's Miracle Network. When else can eating ice
Este
cream
tiene que
cake
ser
help
como
to
que
fund medical
tiene una
care,
capa por
research,
encima,
and
porque si no
educational
se
programs
derritió.
so that Canadian
Y
kids
más
have
estando
access
así
to
en la
world-class
calle.
care? It's the best of all worlds, a
Debe
delicious
algún
treat
tipo de
and a great
frosting así
cause,
que lo-
said the charity's Paul Lethbridge.
No, es como que
The
mantecado,
previous Guinness World
mantecado,
Record
¿verdad?
for the largest ice cream cake was set in Beijing at 17,637 pounds.
juro que vi a
Guinness
Pikachu
World
ahí.
Records also recognized the longest ice cream dessert, a sundae measuring 39.77 meters, prepared by the Kids Club USA in Brunswick,
Esto es algo que
Georgia,
tiene que hacer
USA.
rápido, porque esto se ve como mantecado de verdad. Y así de largo.
The
Esta es mi
state of
comida favorita,
Querétaro
los
earned the Guinness
tacos.
World Record for the world's biggest carnitas taco in November 2019.
Y esto como que no
Stretching
importa
an
lo...
entire city block, the enormous
Tú
taco
sabes,
measured 102
la carne
meters
ya
long
puesta, de hecho, no
and
importa
weighed
si
in
dicen frío o
1,200
no, tú sabes,
kilograms of
esto yo me lo
tortillas
como.
and 1,500
Frío,
kilograms of
caliente,
seasoned
se
pork
come.
meat. The organizer of the event,
Entonces,
Alejandro
pues, hay unas
Paredes
tortillas tan
Resendes,
pequeñas.
said it began in 2011 when he made a promise to his uncle, head of the
Porque hay unas
Querétaro
plantillas
Gastronomical
gigantes que
Council,
son,
that he would make the
¿sabes?
world's largest carnitas
En vez
taco.
de usar de
The
esas
taco
así,
took 25
de usar un
professional
montón
chefs and
pequeñitas.
150 culinary students 12 hours to prepare, and fed over 1,000 people who attended the event. I have fully complied with everything stipulated
Bueno,
before the Guinness Record guidelines, and we will be breaking the first Guinness in the history of Querétaro,
Te
said
voy a
Alejandro
pensar-
Paredes Resendes,
Quiero
organizer
tratar de
of the
adivinar
event.
cuál va a ser el próximo. Vamos que por 5 ya, como por 6, pero...
On May
Viste.
25th, 2007, Coke officially relaunched Vanilla Coke, now renamed Coke Vanilla, by making the world's largest ice cream float at the World of Coca-Cola Museum in
eso
Atlanta,
sabe,
Georgia. The
Pero las
record-setting
mejores, si
float
han
used
probado
more
eso,
than
los ice cream floats. ¿Cómo es que le
2,850
dicen
gallons of soda and 7,200 scoops
no
of
sé
ice
cómo es
cream.
que le dicen acá, se me
All
olvidó el
totaled, it
nombre.
weighed in at about 10 tons.
pero
I'm
había
Dr. Jeff Vinegar, and today
freaking ad.
we're gonna explore the science of food web.
Yo no recuerdo dónde era que yo pedía eso, por alguna razón
A tanker from the Atlanta-based company's syrup plant pumped a non-carbonated mixture into a specially made 4.6-meter glass containing a device that carbonated the beverage. Workers dropped buckets full of ice cream into the top of the glass by hand. The event commemorated the soft drink giant's relaunch of Vanilla Coke, said Coke spokesman Scott Williamson. It was held next to the new World of Coca-Cola Museum. Coca-Cola beat the record that they had set nearly a decade previously. The University of Kansas set the record for the world's largest plate of nachos on April 21st, 2012, with an 80-foot-long, 2-foot-wide, 10-inch deep pile of chips, which broke the record by weighing in at nearly 5,000 pounds. The event, which took place inside the University of Kansas's Memorial Stadium, was part of the final day of the Kansas Relays, a track and field event. According to KU Athletics, the nachos, which were certified by the Guinness Book of World Records, were stacked with corn chips, ground beef, salsa, beans, nacho cheese, and freshly made pico de gallo. However, the city of Las Cruces is currently organizing a pile of nachos in excess of 5,000 pounds. They plan to break the record in the next year. The moment I learned that Kansas had the record for the world's largest nachos, I knew we'd be going for it, said Jennifer Ballas, director of Visit Las Cruces. Las Cruces does so many things well, and we simply refuse to be bested at nachos. Wild Woody's Chill and Grill of Roseville, Michigan, unveiled a corned beef sandwich weighing 5,440 pounds on March 17, 2015. It was 17.5 inches thick and measured 12 by 12 feet. It also included lettuce, mustard, and cheese. The sandwich contained 150 pounds of mustard, 1,032 pounds of corned beef, 260 pounds of cheese, 530 pounds of lettuce, and 3,568 pounds of bread. This is one of 8 world records held in Michigan, including the world's largest gun, longest fingernails, largest snowball, tallest dog, and tallest man in history. During a festival that takes place in the town of Ferreira do Zazere in the central city of Santarém, Portuguese chefs cooked a giant omelet using 45,000 free-range eggs, which were poured into an enormous pan along with 880 pounds of oil and 220 pounds of butter. With the omelet weighing in at a whopping 6,466 tons, they set the new world record for the largest omelet. The pan used for the challenge was inspiring in itself, measuring over 10 meters in diameter and weighing 9,458 pounds. Once the chefs had been briefed, a total of 150 people took to the pan in shifts, using huge flat scrapers that were designed to keep the mixture moving. The volunteer chefs continually scraped and pulled the mixture under the watchful eye of head chef Pedro Mendez for 6 hours. After the scales had finally settled, the Guinness World Records adjudicator was able to confirm the excellent news to the chefs that they had indeed set a new world record. The previous Guinness World Record for the largest omelet was a 4,401-ton omelet cooked up in Ankara in Turkey in October 2010. The first world record for the largest omelet in the world was achieved by the city of Cape Town, Western Cape, South Africa, on October 9, 2009, which weighed 3,625 kilos. The Guinness World Record for making the biggest chocolate bar in the world was broken in Armenia in 2010. The plain chocolate bar, made by the Grand Candy Company, weighed 4,410 kilos. The Grand Candy Factory in Yerevan, the capital of the former Republic of the Soviet Union, had just unveiled the 9,702-pound monster. Guinness World Records representative Elizabeth Smith presented the factory owner with an official certificate during the ceremony. She said she was glad to witness what she described as an incredible event. The owner said the chocolate bar was produced to mark the 10th anniversary of the company. The previous record was set in Italy in 2007. The bar, containing cocoa beans from Ghana, is 224 inches long, 110 inches wide, and 10 inches thick. It was divided up and handed out to members of the public during the following month. This is not to be confused with the world's largest candy bar, weighing in at more than 4,700 pounds and measuring 2 feet high and 26 inches wide. The Guinness Book of World Records declared Waco, Texas as the home to the world's largest Snickers bar. It is the size of 43,000 single-size Snickers bars put together. This is incredibly impressive. Guinness World Records adjudicator Michael Amprick told the station, "Some of my favorite record categories are big food, because it has to be edible and it's also an engineering feat. So to get a 5,000-pound bar of chocolate to stay together is really challenging." The Cassowary Coast in Australia worked its way into the Guinness World Records with an 8.04-kilometer banana split. The longest in the world. We lamented the fact that banana splits are not popular, and yet we live in the banana capital of the country, said the mayor. The idea started about 18 months ago, but it was shelved last year due to issues with the framework. Melbourne-based cardboard artist Box Wars came on board to create the framework, which held the 8.04-kilometer banana split, comprising tons of banana, topping, ice cream, and tropical fruit. The logistics are impressive, including approximately 40,000 bananas, 2,500 liters of ice cream, 2,000 liters of topping, including local Mungali dairy yogurt. The previous record belonged to a small township in Pennsylvania and stood for many decades.
Me encantan las chips Ahoy, pero que son de brownie, que tienen brownie por dentro. Brega. Estuvo chévere el video, estuvo entretenido. ¿Qué diablo es esto? Nada, me dejan saber si les gustó de todo eso que había en la lista, que ustedes se comerían. Y nada, me dejan saber este video, sugerencias para ver en el próximo. Den like, suscríbanse al canal que estoy subiendo videos todos los días. Tengo mi Instagram y mi Twitter en la descripción del video. Y hasta el próximo video. Bye, ya.